just wanted to shoot you. There you go. And this way I make sure I've got all your spelling correct. And I'm not even going to record this. I'm not even video. So, tell me about the book, The ABCs of CBD.
So I wrote the book while my son, who is now a junior in high school, was in residential treatment. And I wrote it because I needed an educational material, the content that I share on the personal level. And as an expert in the industry and an industry leader, I've been in since 2011. I started my holistic wellness brand. But what happened was my son specifically, because generally, why would a woman do anything if there's a way to improve the lives of her family or someone she cares about? So I needed to finish the book because while my son was in treatment, one of the drug counselors said to him, all cannabinoids are equally bad. THC is just as bad as CBD. And my son, knowing a little bit about the neuroscience and holistic wellness and all of that, stood up and corrected that counselor. So I pulled my kid out of that program because I wasn't sending him there because I was afraid of him over-smoking and self-medicating like a lot of teens do in today's society. I was afraid that he would not understand the balance and how we could use the same medicine as opposed to something that kids are self-medicating with, which can be dangerous for them. So I decided that I was not just doing this for myself, but I had to do this to help other parents, other people, whether they were coming from the perspective of being a patient or being a consumer or being a customer, depending on which side of the fence. But the fact is you don't know what you don't know, and most people even in the industry don't know that much. And so it became necessary to share that information, and now I do educational webinars and all these events, and I consult with people. I'm here to help them understand what pot is not what we were taught.
Excellent. That's a great answer. And if I were going to have you do an interview, I'd chop that into sound bites, so it's perfect for me.
Oh, good,
so that's
good. Yeah, do you want like teeny short
No.
ones?
No, as I said, I'm going to pull quotes, so it's no big deal.
Yes.
I do, and really, you covered everything except for what do you cover in the book?
The book covers a little bit of everything. Even though the title is The ABCs of CBD, it's called The Essential Guide for good reason. I cover the world history of cannabis and hemp. I cover where we are in our culture and in terms of commerce and industry. I cover the racist roots of where we are in terms of social justice, why cannabis and hemp are so important. I cover the actual specifics about what is CBD, how to use it, how much, what kind of delivery methods, what's the difference between the two sides of the industry, how to talk to your kids was a chapter in there. And at the end, I also have a lot of links and resources. So basically, regardless of your background or what you know or don't know, you can find something useful in this book to educate yourself and to advocate for others.
Excellent. I did think of one other question. What are your thoughts about the emerging roles of women in cannabis?
The reason I'm so proud of being a founder and CEO is honestly that women really are all about cannabis in terms of our natural inclination, a little bit, if you forgive me, the goddess energy of it. The fact is that you have a very powerful natural plant species that benefits humanity, and that's what women are, right? We are caretakers and nurturers and givers. So I have the holistic company, the Synergy by Shira Adler side, and I love doing holistic wellness. I think of myself as a representation of the species herself. And a lot of women who are in this industry feel the same way. We are caretakers, nurturers, givers. We're also 50% of patients for medical cannabis. We are also 80% of consumers and consumer decision making, right? And we are over 75% of just regular holistic consumers and customers. So in terms of why this makes sense and who it's drawn to, it is a women's industry. You wouldn't know that necessarily by the investment events, which have a ton of, no offense, white men in suits. We love them a lot.
Great hair.
But there are 25% female C-suite members in this industry, in cannabis and hemp. That's exceptional, and I'm very proud to be one of the leaders of that.
Excellent. You just wrote my story.
Oh, good.